It's time for Columbus Titan football on Columbus Sports Live. Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. Also by It's time for the Titans on your new home for Columbus High School Athletics, Columbus Sports Live.
And good Friday evening. Welcome out here to Marvell Park, the site of this final game of the regular season as the Columbus Titans are set to take on the Parsons Vikings here in Parsons in a game that could be very interesting. The one time to get Parsons is after they've lost. That trend was shown very surreally last year as we talked about it with Coach Scheibe on the pregame show. If you can't hear over the PA mic, it is senior night here in Parsons, so that might get in the way. But, you know, we talked about it earlier. Parsons went 5-0 last year at the start of the season, and then they ended up finishing at a 5-4 record and lost the rest of their games. Columbus beat them 35-6 at home last year. So it could be very interesting. Columbus coming off of a big motivation win to Baxter Springs 42-36, and that's how it started the trend of the regional title and the quarterfinal game last year. Was that win in Week 7. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see if Titans can come rolling on offense. They established a run game with positive yardage positive running yards on the stat sheet last week for the first time in this year's program. And so it's something to be proud of and something that we should hopefully look forward to seeing more of tonight. We'd like to let you know Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. You don't need to travel for quality, compassionate care with Mercy of Columbus right around the corner. They're local and reliable. That's Mercy of Columbus. You can learn more at mercy.net. We'll step away for 2 minutes and come back and get you the Vital Signs pregame show, where we'll hear from both coaches, Jeff Scheibe of the Parsons Vikings and Blake Burns of the Columbus Titans. We're back in 2 minutes. This is Titan Football on Columbus Sports Live.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Let me ask you this. How many of you think you are paying too much for insurance? Have you checked with a different agent in a while? I'm Corey Tedlock with Tedlock Insurance. I've become an independent agent to give my customer options. Here at Tedlock Insurance, we have multiple companies to help with all your insurance needs. Send me a message on Facebook or call or text at 620-674-1286 for a quick quote and see if you can start saving money today.
As one of the oldest banks in southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Team Threads is here for your school-themed gear. Titan fans through and through, but we can customize your team for you. Screen-printed vinyl and sublimation, embroidery, and rhinestone application. Call to order or just stop in. The store may already have a win. In the heart of Columbus, on the square, Team Threads is the place for your school flair.
Team Threads, 119 West Maple in Columbus. Call 620-429-4402.
And we are back here at Marvell Park as we kick off Week 8 of the Vital Signs pregame show here on Columbus Sports Live. The Titans' execution is vital to their success. And at Vital Signs, they know how important execution is. That's why they help you through the entire process, from design to installation. You can follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company. Last week, Columbus took on the Baxter Springs Lions at home for senior night in a game that was really the opposite of what we expected it to be. It was expected to be more of a defensive affair, a back-and-forth game between the two defenses of teams that have struggled this year. Baxter, not as much as Columbus, but Baxter's actually had one of the better records in some odd years, and they were able to knock off Galena. They were hoping to knock off Columbus for the first time in 20 years, and they couldn't do so. A back-and-forth game, but Columbus does come up on top 42-36 at the end of that one. And I think that's big motivation. The Week 7 win against Baxter was what got us to the regional last season. And we had this exact same record going into this exact same game in the exact same week. And we were able to beat Parsons 35-6 in the final game of the regular season. Columbus, of course, at Marvell Park this year. It's a very odd setup. We are shorthanded tonight. Buddy Durfelt off on vacation, thanks to his daughter, of course. But of course, when we have set up at Marvell Park in the past, there are poles in the way that reduce filming. The stadium is probably 100 some odd years old, so it doesn't really get a lot of care anymore. I'm surprised it's even still up, but we're high atop the grandstand. I can touch the ceiling if I wanted to, and that kind of shows you where we are at tonight. Obviously, for those that want to watch a really good game, it should be here tonight, but we do have the poles in the way. There is an electricity pole, and then there's the poles that hold up not the mezzanine, but the roof itself here on the grandstands. And so we should be able to get you both end zones in some capacity. However, around the 40-yard line and the 10-yard line, there is some blockage, and you can kind of see part of it there on the right side of your screen. But hopefully we'll make the best of it. Nothing I can do. And hopefully nobody texts me asking me to move it like I did a couple years ago. But talking about last week, I mean, Columbus really established a good run game. For the first time this season, Columbus was able to pound positive yardage. And of course, passing yards, we've got more than them. In fact, passing and receiving, Jack Villela and Jace Midget are actually in Case's, top 20 or top 30 list for Week 8, or Week 7, excuse me. But as far as rushing yards go, we're not where we need to be, but hopefully Columbus established a little offensive rhythm in that category last week, and they'll be able to put something in that column. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but like I said, Buddy Durfelt, our stat guy, the man with the computer, is not here. So it's just me and my cameraman, and we'll talk to him a little bit later on tonight as he likes to breathe in the mic a little bit. We'll take another quick break, and when we come back, we will hear from the head coach of the Parsons Vikings, Jeff Scheibe, here on the Vital Signs pregame show. We are back in 2 minutes. This is Titan Football.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Sally Davis and the staff at Davis Real Estate are lifelong residents of rural Columbus and hometown proud. This gives them the knowledge of the surrounding area and makes Davis Real Estate the best to represent you. Sally is experienced in farmland, commercial, residential, and investment properties. Plus, all listings are posted on multiple sites for maximum exposure. Davis Real Estate, excellent customer service with the least possible amount of stress, expense, and time. Find the property of your dreams with Davis Real Estate.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Why settle for less than the best? Croccan's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croccan has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croccan.
1 in 5 U.S. adults and 1 in 6 youth experience a mental illness each year. Losing sleep? Feeling tired for no reason? Feeling anxious or sad? You are not alone. Thankfully, we have Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. Spring River offers a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of their diagnosis and insurance status, even offering same-day services. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health services, please contact Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more, go to springrivermh.org.
When it comes to protecting your family and belongings from the elements, East Avenue Structures has you covered. Second-to-none quality wood and metal frame buildings, cabins, carports, storm shelters, garages, and even storage containers. Choose from multiple, completely customizable styles. Plus, they're the only builder to determine size using the inside of the building, giving you every inch of space you pay for. With rent-to-own and finance options, check with them first before you overpay. East Avenue Structures, we have you covered.
Team Threads is here for your school-themed gear. Titan fans through and through, but we can customize your team for you. Screen-printed vinyl and sublimation, embroidery, and rhinestone application. Call to order or just stop in. The store may already have a win. In the heart of Columbus, on the square, Team Threads is the place for your school flair.
Team Threads, 119 West Maple in Columbus. Call 620-429-4402.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Week 8 of the high school football season here in the Sunflower State, the final game in district play for Columbus, as well as the final game of the regular season. Joining us now is the head coach of the Parsons Vikings, Jeff Scheibe. And, Coach, your team has been undefeated up until last week. You guys took a loss 8-10 off of a 38-yard field goal to the Frontenac Raiders. Talk about that game a little bit and the intensity of it. It was tied 0-0 at the half. You guys had the lead up until that field goal. Talk about the emotions you were going through and how that game played out.
Well, the ending was a gut punch for sure, and our kids were devastated. they were really, really wanting a district title, and just to have it slip out of your hands like that with many missed opportunities was really tough. Us coaches felt really bad for them, but we have to be able to rebound this week. But just in describing the game, early on we held them on their 3 and out, and then we drove down the field and had the ball, inside the 15-yard line, and committed a couple penalties, and ended up having to settle for a field goal attempt that we pushed wide right by a couple feet. So we drive 75 yards and come up empty, and our defense played outstanding all night long. Midway through the second quarter, we get an interception, and our guy runs it all the way back, and the officials call a illegal aiding of the runner right there at the goal line, where our guy was just he stepped to the side and got into the end zone, ran into one of our own guys, and our guy kind of like grabbed him, and they called it illegal aiding the runner. Long story short, we created a couple penalties of our own at the 1 yard line, shot ourselves in the foot, and did not end up scoring on that either. So, easily could have been 14-0, 10-0 going into halftime. And, we shot ourselves in the foot, and we had a punt that went off the back of one of our up guys' backs, and Frontenac scores two plays later after getting the ball on about the 25 yard line. So we put our defense in a really tough situation, but I was proud of our guys for, regrouping, staying with the game plan. We had a 15-play, 85-yard drive that took up 8 minutes off the clock in the fourth quarter. We scored, went for two, and took the lead. Had opportunities to close out the game late, and we just didn't get it done. And credit Frontenac for making plays. It was an outstanding high school football game. It was a playoff atmosphere all night long. Just a hard-fought football game that we came up a little bit short.
You guys have a nice group this year, and obviously, with the anticipation of last year's season, you guys went 5-0 and then lost every other game. This year, it looks to be a bit more of a balanced season for you guys. Talk about some of your seniors and some of the big names that have made plays for you this year.
Yeah, I think our defense has really let us all fall, and the guy that leads it is Cade Brown. He's our inside linebacker, also plays tight end for us. He's having an outstanding year. Had 13 tackles against Frontenac. I think he's up about 70 tackles right now with double-digit tackles for loss. He's really leading the way, and we start a lot of sophomores and juniors on defense. We mostly juniors. We start 2 seniors, 7 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 1 freshman on defense. So those guys have really came into their own and had an outstanding year on defense. And then the offense is more senior heavy. Guys, we have several guys on our offense that have started since their sophomore year, starting at quarterback Trey Mack, running back Jamarion Washington, J.J. Kendrick at wide receiver, Landon Weeder at wide receiver, Cade Brown at tight end, Brody Boss and Sam Brewer on the line. Those guys have really done a tremendous job this year. We've really gotten the running game going this year. Jamarion Washington is approaching 1,000 yards rushing. He's got 15 touchdowns. We're not throwing the ball as much as we have in years past, more balanced, which is the way I kind of like it. I'm a run guy at heart first, so we want to be able to establish the run and make plays in the passing game off of that. But and then special teams, our kicker Jace Quirin is a very good kicker, very good punter. So we feel like if we can play a good game offensively, defensively, and special teams, and we're a tough out for teams to be able to play a 4-quarter game and battle with.
And how's the injury report look for you guys here in the last week of the regular season?
It's knock on wood. It's pretty good. We have a few guys that are battling a little stomach bug this week that had to miss a practice. So hopefully we can get them up and going and get some fluids in them. But all in all, we're looking really good on the injury front right now.
And lastly, talk about your background, kind of your pathway into coaching, and how you got the head position at Parsons today.
Well, it's kind of an odd one. I played quarterback at Independence Community College. right out of high school. I graduated here from Parsons in 2007. Played a couple years at JUCO, and then I was an invited walk-on at Pittsburgh State. Was on that team for a couple of years. I don't ever say I played at Pittsburgh State. That's more of a practice at Pittsburgh State, so I don't really claim that one a whole lot. But after Pittsburgh State, I got a business degree at Pitt, and then I went and got a job at Tank Connection working sales. Did a little traveling, and me and my wife Bria had a couple kids, and it's one of those deals where I wanted to be at home with my family, and I really had an itching for coaching and getting involved in my community and in the youth here in Parsons. So I went back to school and got involved with coaching under Kurt Freeze, and Kurt really helped me out those first couple of years. And after COVID hit, Kurt stepped down, and I was able to get the head coaching job. And I owe a lot to the Parsons administration for giving me an opportunity. I've got a good coaching staff, and we got a really good group of kids right now. So it's a football program. It takes a village, as they say. So I've got a good group of people around me, and I've had quite the journey the last 10 years. So.
That's Jeff Scheibe, the head coach of the Parsons Vikings, here on the last game of the regular season for the 2023 high school football year. We'll take a quick break and come back, and you'll hear from the head coach of the Columbus Titans, Blake Burns. This is Titan Football.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
When it comes to protecting your family and belongings from the elements, East Avenue Structures has you covered. Second to none quality wood and metal frame buildings, cabins, carports, storm shelters, garages, and even storage containers. Choose from multiple, completely customizable styles. Plus, they're the only builder to determine size using the inside of the building, giving you every inch of space you pay for. With rent to own and finance options, check with them first before you overpay. East Avenue Structures, we have you covered.
Let me ask you this. How many of you think you are paying too much for insurance? Have you checked with a different agent in a while? I'm Corey Tedlock with Tedlock Insurance. I've become an independent agent to give my customer options. Here at Tedlock Insurance, we have multiple companies to help with all your insurance needs. Send me a message on Facebook or call or text at 620-674-1286 for a quick quote and see if you can start saving money today.
Welcome back, everybody. Week 8 coverage here of high school football in the Sunflower State. It is the final game of the regular season. Joining us now, the head coach of the Columbus Titans, Blake Burns. And, you know, this season has really been a story of growth and development, I think, for these kids. And I honestly think one of the games that I saw the most growth, especially in the run game, was just last week as we took on Baxter Springs, a team that has been much improved over their last few seasons, have one of the best records the Baxter's had in a good, decent while. And you guys managed to come out and keep the streak alive, 42-36 over the Lions. Talk about that game, because from my perspective, I thought it was going to be more of a defensive battle than an offensive battle, but it seemed like the offense was a lot more adjusted than the defense.
Yeah, it definitely turned into kind of a shootout by the end of it. Our running game did get going. Our offensive line did a tremendous job of, we talked all week that the team that was able to, establish control of the offensive line was probably going to come out ahead. Take nothing away from Baxter. They had a great night rushing the football as well. But for the first time all season, I felt like we kind of got things to gel up front. We could get 4 or 5 yards whenever we needed to, and it really helped set up things in the passing game for us. So I was pretty proud of their effort.
Parsons comes off of their first loss of the season last week to Frontenac by a 38-yard field goal, and it was a 10-8 ball game. Another close one there in Frontenac. But, obviously Parsons is a very tough team this year, a lot returning, and as you heard from Coach Scheibe earlier on, he expects a lot more out of this team in the postseason than what they got last year. But talk about your expectations for Parsons, and as you guys prepare for the Vikings tonight, what can you tell us about them?
Parsons is always very, very athletic. They're very physical. They play with a lot of energy. They're very intense, and I think a lot of that comes from their coaches. Coach Scheibe does a fantastic job of getting those kids ready to go. He'll game plan us pretty well. He'll know we won't have a lot of secrets as far as what they're going to do and what we're going to do. It's just going to come down to what team can execute the best. But, Parsons is always a very, very quality opponent, and we expect a great ball game tonight.
How does the injury report look for you guys in the last week of the regular season?
We're, knock on wood, we're as healthy as we could possibly be right now. We're still waiting on Lemmy Stone to get back. We might have him back for the postseason. We're still just not sure yet. We got to wait and see how that looks, but we're as healthy as we can be.
And finally, we'll ask you about, obviously you didn't make it up to the postgame show last week against Baxter, but tonight, if we can look back at last week, obviously we had a lot of guys make big plays and a lot of guys step up in roles where maybe they didn't have to be before. But talk about a couple of players that you think really deserved the nod for improvement over previous weeks.
Siler Schuberger definitely deserves some credit. He ran very hard against Baxter Springs, and he's been running hard all season. He just hasn't had a whole lot of blocking in front of him at times, and the run game has really struggled. So for a kid that's really not been able to have that breakout game, him to finally have that, I was very, very proud for him. Jace Midget continues to show up for us in big moments in the receiving game. Jack Valela, again, one of those knock on wood moments, he just doesn't make the big mistake. He'll get the ball out, he'll find the open receiver, and he does a great job in that. But overall, I give my offensive line player of the game, because they really showed up and played what we've been waiting for them to do all season, which is just move people off the line of scrimmage and just be the athletes that we know they are.
That was Blake Burns, the head coach of the Columbus Titans here in Week 8. Just heard the voice of him, and I guess Titans won the toss and deferred to the second half, so they'll be kicking off once again this week. I always like it when we defer. But here we go. Should be an exciting one. I apologize. Even though they do have yellow numbers, we are, like I said, high atop the grandstands of Parsons here tonight. So bear with us. That's all I got to say. Carter Henry will start us off here with tonight's kick. Should be a good one between a 6-1 team and a 2-5 team, but one that came off a loss and one that came off a win. We'll see. There we go. There's the kick by Carter Henry, taken by number 2. That's Jamarian Washington, or Jamarius. I'm trying to pronounce that. Jamarcus Washington. And they're going to spot it at the 38. And that's where the Vikings will have it 1st and 10 here on this opening drive. Looks like 1 to the left, 3 to the right on the receivers. There's the handoff, and he goes around the right side, gets past the 40.
Jet Tanner, number 12, in on the tackle.
That will be Jet Tanner on the stop for Columbus, puts it at the 41.
Is second down about
for even the PA announcer. 2nd and 7, they'll call it. I was trying to do the math too. Math is not my strong suit. 2 in the backfield. There's the handoff to number 22. That's Jamarian Washington. Gets another short game, but Columbus kind of bobbles that one up, and it'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down, about 5.
So gain of a couple. Puts the ball at the 43-yard line, or the 44. We'll call it 43.5. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Split even on the receivers. And there's the bubble screen out to the left, and he'll be brought down at the 50-yard line.
Max pass complete to number 11.
And that is good for a 1st down for Parsons.
1st down.
And they will put it at the 50. So, I mean, obviously Parsons tonight, with the stacked of a team as they've got, they just got to get these short bursts and looking for 1st down territory. That's really how they're going to win tonight's game. It's not about the big passes for them. That's Jamarian Washington off to the right side. He's got some room to run, and he'll be, oh no, he was not pushed out of bounds, and he is trying to meet him. Pushed out of bounds at about the 10-yard line for about a 40-yard run for Jamarian Washington. There they go, they got it.
The play is a Viking 1st down.
As the speakers are loud, I'm pretty sure. That's okay. So they're going to, well, they had it at the 10. Now it's back to the 11. Two receivers to the right. Hand off to Washington once again, and this time he is met for a small gain.
Mario Washington, the ball carrier once again. Short gain.
Bring up 2nd down. $9:50 left to go here in the 1st quarter. And they will spread things out. 2 receivers to the left this time. Hand off to Washington once again. And this time he's swallowed up and met for maybe a loss or no gain. It'll bring up a 3rd down. Let's see if Titan defense can stop him here. So they're going to say no gain on the play. So 3rd and goal for the Vikings. And they're going to pass it out to the left side. That is, I can see who that was. That was number 18, J.J. Kendrick. And he was brought down pretty much immediately. It'll bring up a 4th down for Parsons.
Number 35, Skylar Schuberger on the tackle.
Skylar Schuberger. That might be his twin sister, I'm not sure. It's okay. Sure, we've made mistakes in the PA booth before, so that'll be a loss of 1. Bring up a 4th down and 7 for the Vikings. I'm going to be saying the Lions all night from how intense that game was last week. 2 receivers to the left. They're going to fake the handoff, throw inside, and that is a touchdown, and I cannot see who got the catch. I think it was Trey Mack, but I couldn't. Oh, no. That was number 9, Cade Brown. It's hard to tell when you're this far away. And that'll make it 6-0 Parsons. Extra point is up and good.
The extra point, 7-0 Vikings.
And I'm not sure who that was on the Jace Quern on the extra point. 7-0 Vikings here with 8:24 left to go in the 1st quarter. Viking lead the Titans on the offensive end. We're back after this.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
Welcome back. Here, 8:24 left to go in the first quarter. Vikings have scored 7-0 off an extra point from Jace Quern, and now Titans on the offensive end. It will be Jace once again back to deep to kick for Parsons. And that's a nice kick, and that will be a touchback as it rolls into the end zone. So Titans will take it, I think, at the 25.
Touchback. Titans take over, 1st and 10.
Or at the 20. I wasn't sure if it was the 20 or the 25. That's where Columbus will start their opening offensive drive. We got 3 in the back, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That play kind of swallowed up. We do get 2. I think no gain on that one. It should bring up a 2nd down, maybe a gain of 1. It's hard to tell where he landed as he was swallowed up by a mob of blue and yellow. But I don't think he got anywhere. Bring up 2nd down and 10. I'm gonna have a hard time. I should have brought the binoculars out tonight. I'm going to have a hard time seeing the numbers. I'm going to have to take a guess. There's a handoff. That's Schuberger on the carry. Oh, tough meat met by just a mob. It will bring up a 3rd down and probably a loss.
Schuberger, your ball carrier.
Nope, they're going to keep it at the 20. So 3rd down and 10. I thought, by the way he was pushed back, I didn't know when they called it dead, so I assumed it was just going to be a loss on the play. So not what you want on the opening drive if you're Columbus. Valela looking to pass, got to get rid of it. He'll keep it himself and met for maybe a 3-yard gain. Going to bring up a 4th down, and Columbus probably going to punt it.
That will result in a 4th down.
So they're going to give him 1 yard. Or no, they're going to move him back. Okay, I didn't think he lost anything on it. 4th and 12. Put it at the 18. And Columbus will punt it away. Oh, not a good punt. It could have been partially blocked. And it will take a roll down to about the 34.
Vikings take over, 1st down.
And that's where Parsons will take over with excellent field position. We'll put it at the 33. 1st and 10, Parsons. And we tried to get the run game going early, and Parsons pretty much swallowed up every play that we could put out. And even with Cy Schuberger, who's been a hard dude to bring down all season long, and the Vikings were just too tough to handle. Like you said, a team that beat us 41-7 in Week 5 Frontenac. Parsons lost to last week. That is number 18 on the carry, J.J. Kendrick.
Number 18, J.J. Kendrick. Result of the play is a Viking 1st down.
That will be a 13-yard gain. Put it at the 20. 1st and 10, Vikings. So, like we were just talking about, it was a really close game. Frontenac beat them by a field goal. A field goal. 10-8. Had their hearts ripped out by Frontenac 2 years in a row. That's handoff to Jamarian Washington, and he'll escape forward. Met by the defense for maybe a couple. So to bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, on the tackle, number 51, James Sexton.
There's James Sexton into the ball game. Got to get the seniors in, as this game doesn't determine anything district champion-wise. You know, Frontenac won that last week. It does determine who gets to host a playoff game and who travels for the first playoff game. Columbus losing tonight will host, or losing tonight will travel, winning tonight will host. And there's the bubble screen to number 2, Jamarcus Washington, and he rolls around the right side and for a touchdown. But we do have a flag on the play. And it will go against Parsons.
Have a penalty on the Vikings, bringing that one back.
So that will bring the touchdown back. About to say, definitely probably some holding in there. That will back the Vikings up. I'm going to say Lions all night, like I said. Put the ball at the 28-yard line, so a 10-yard penalty. I don't know if they're going to replay the down or. So I guess they're going to keep it 2nd and 18. Problem is that gives Parsons a little more room to pass, as the pull getting in the way of our coverage here tonight. And there's a pass overthrown, and it will bring up a 3rd down.
Pass broke up.
Intended for, I believe, number 18, J.J. Kendrick, thrown by number 5, Trey Mack. So got an arm on him, looked good, but Titans able to kind of break that one up a little bit. So 3rd and 18 for the Vikings. I think Columbus, once they get the ball back on this next offensive drive, probably should open up the passing game, try to start to establish what's been their bread and butter all season long. I mean, like I said, last week we were able to push the run a little bit farther. This team's pretty stacked on offense and defense, so I'm not sure if that's the best idea.
Timeout, Vikings.
And we'll have a timeout called by Parsons. So we will take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds. Vikings lead 7-0 with 5:13 left to go in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Seven nothing Vikings. Here with 5:13 left to go in the first quarter. It is 3rd down and 18. Vikings going to try to get first down yardage here. So probably some sort of screen. Imagine off to the left. Got 2 to the left, 2 to the right, split on the receivers. And back to pass. That is number 22 on the catch, Jamarian Washington, and he escapes through. Brought down, I'm not sure, they won't give the touchdown to him. But they will get the first down by a long shot. That's just tough when you have a screen off to the left and they break through.
The result of the play is a Viking first down.
Defense kind of fumbled in the logical term on that one. Bring up a 1st and goal at the 3. .443 left to go here in the ball game. I don't know if something's on fire or what, but there's some smoke going on. We had the cops here earlier. I'm not sure exactly what's happening. There's the handoff by Trey Mack to Jamarian Washington, and he is in for the touchdown. And that those speakers are going to be a little loud all night long, so bear with us here. But it makes it 13-0. And I'm not sure he's going to kick the PAT. That one, they're going to call it no good. It went off to the left rail. And that was Jace Quern, 5'11", 185-pound senior on the kick. No good. So 13-0 Vikings. Titans on the offensive end. We're back in 1 minute. This is Titan football.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back, everybody, to Marvell Park here in Parsons, Kansas, Labette County. 13-0 with 4:24 left to go here in the first quarter. Skylar Schuberger. Jace Quern on the kick. PAT was no good for him. Makes it 13-0 Vikings. And there's a kick, a little not as good. Goes over the hands of Mason O'Banion, and that, I believe, is Cy Schuberger. And well, they're kind of pushing him forward a little bit, and I'm not sure where they're going to spot that one, but he definitely got positive yardage there as defense was kind of carrying him into the 40. We'll see where they put it. Definitely better field position than the touchback Columbus had to start. Well, set it down. I think they're going to put it on 32. 31. 32-yard line. That's where Columbus will have it, 1st and 10. And the pole is right in my way. There's the pass out to the left to Jace Midget, and he will go out of bounds at the 35 for about a 3-yard gain. It'll make it about 2nd and 7. What? Oh, they're putting it at the 39. I thought he was closer to the 35, but what? I'm going to take it. I could have sworn he went out of bounds at the yard marker, but 2nd and 3. Whatever. I'm not going to complain. There's the handoff to Cy Schuberger, and, I was about to say, call it dead. Kind of mauled by the defense on that one.
Skylar Schuberger with a short gain.
He pronounced it right at a point and hasn't pronounced it right since. That's Cy Schuberger on the carry. It'll bring up a gain of 1, bring up a 3rd down and 2. So we have the opportunity here to get 1st down territory for, well, the first time tonight. And they will do the handoff once again, and this time, oh my gosh. Yeah, just stop the play when he's mauled like that.
Seaberger fed the backfield by Henson once
Seaberger? What he called him?
Down.
That'll bring up a 4th down. They're going to call no gain. Bring up a 4th down and 2. Or a loss of 1. No, they've got it at the 40. Well, they've got it at 4th down and 3, but it's 4th down and 2. And we will punt it away. And that's not a bad punt. Bobbled. Did we fall on it? I'm not sure what we're going to do here, but I think Columbus might have recovered. Oh.
Vikings recover.
Titans recover? I'm confused.
Jason Smart on the recovery.
Oh, he said Titans recover. So I guess Parsons recovered it. I thought we fell on it. But way in the back. It'll be at the 19-yard line, so that's where Parsons will have it 1st and 10. If we could have recovered it there, I thought we did. I literally thought we had. I thought we were definitely in positive yardage. I thought we for sure had the recovery because he fell forward. Okay. Not going to complain. There's the screen out to the left. That's number 18, J.J. Kendrick. He goes around the left side and will be brought out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
Number 6, Jaden Rodriguez on the tackle.
That was Jaden Rodriguez on the stop.
First down.
And that's kind of been Parsons' bread and butter. I mean, I'm expecting them to establish a run game. Instead, they're kind of doing the screens out to the left. 1st and 10 at the 37. 3 receivers to the right. That was number 22, Jamarian Washington on the carry. Gets to about the 42. Bring up a 2nd down. Think 5. It's hard to do math by myself. Give me a break. Two guys in motion for Parsons. There's a handoff to Washington once again, and pretty much on a shoestring tackle was brought down. I think they may call it at the 50. I'm not sure where he dropped. 49 is where they'll put it. That'll bring up a 1st down for Parsons. So, like I said, they're just getting these maybe 5-6 yard spurts. And, in a young team, that's really hard to do. Going to turn some lights on up here at Marvell Park. There's a screen off to the left. That's Jamarian Washington once again rolling around the left side. He'll break through a tackle. Columbus will bring him down. And
number 8, Jace Midget on the tackle. Result of the play is a Viking 1st down.
That speaker is going to rupture my eardrums. With the ball on the 36 with under a minute to go here in the 1st quarter. They're going to hand it off to Washington every time, and he's just a tough guy to bring down. I mean, he's 6'1", 215 pounds. That's pretty good for running the ball. And there he goes again, up the gut.
Marion Washington, your ball carrier.
Should bring up a 2nd down.
In on the tackle, number 54, Garrett Bradley.
Who?
Gained about 9 yards on the play. Will bring up 2nd 1.
Garrett Bradley, number 54, the freshman. And on the stop. They'll hand it off this time, and that one kind of gobbled up by the defense. And
Marion Washington, ball carrier again. Couple of Titans on the tackle, but the result of the play is a Viking.
There we go.
1st down.
Making sure they were running the clock. Have that troubles in the junior high game. Here's the hurry-up offense with 5 seconds left to go in the 1st quarter. Columbus ought to break that up. There's Jamarian Washington. Escapes through, and they're pretty much pushed him down to about
ending our 1st quarter with
about 15. They're going to put it at the 23. See, I can't see from up here. When we're all the way down. Okay, so it was the 15. They just didn't update it. So I'm second guessing myself here tonight. When I'm all alone, I second guess myself. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 15 here at the end of 1. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Titan football.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Appreciate everybody logging on with us here to varsitysportslive.com. Those watching on YouTube here at Columbus Sports Live. We'll switch opposite ends of the field. It is 2nd and 3 at the 15 for Parsons. Columbus defense shown strength in these type of scenarios. But Parsons just had a lot returning from last year, and like we said, it took one loss for them to just really fall apart last year. But this year, I think Coach Scheibe's really trained these kids up well, and they just overall look a lot better of a team. And we lost a lot too from that game last year. And they're going to fake the pass. That is Trey Mack on the carry. He'll spin through a tackle and is brought down. Spot him at about the 17 or 18 yard line. So it might have been a loss on the play. Bring up a 3rd down for the Lions. Oh, okay. What did I say? Oh, my gosh. Did I say the Lions? I'm telling you, that game was so intense last week that I probably said Lions about 40 times, and people have asked me about it this week. And Parsons right now is just for some reason not in my head. I can't think of that name. They're going to hand it off to number 24. That's Chandler Henson.
Chandler Henson, your ball carrier. In on the tackle, number 50.
Put it at about the 8-yard line.
But the result of the play is a Viking
first down. So that's literally all Parsons has done all night. Get short, spursed, maybe a screen out to the left, and that's really all they've needed to get first down yardage here early in this one. 10:56 left to go in the half. See, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the far right. That's Jamarian Washington. And nope, they're going to call him short. He wasn't in. He contests.
Jamarian Washington pushed out of the 1-yard line by number 6.
But I think they're going to put it at the 1. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Yeah. Well, Titan defense can push them back here. Really all you can hope for is spurts of losses. Titan defense has done well in these situations before, but not when it's been 2nd down and 1. They'll hand it off to number 24, and he will jump in for a touchdown. That was Chandler Henson. Oh, wow. That is in my ear. Touchdown, Parsons. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Square's extra point is good.
That'll make it 20-0 Parsons with 10:33 left to go here in the first half. We'll step away for 30 seconds. We're back after this.
Let me ask you this. How many of you think you are paying too much for insurance? Have you checked with a different agent in a while? I'm Corey Tedlock with Tedlock Insurance. I've become an independent agent to give my customer options. Here at Tedlock Insurance, we have multiple companies to help with all your insurance needs. Send me a message on Facebook or call or text at 620-674-1286 for a quick quote and see if you can start saving money today.
And it is 20-0 Parsons here from Marvel Park. After a Vikings score and an extra point attempt. That'll be Jace Quern on the kickoff for the Vikings. And, okay, touchback. That'll put it at the 20-yard line. That's where Columbus will have it. First and 10 at the 20. So that's similar field position. Obviously a different kick the last time Columbus had the offensive end. But you know what? Coach Scheibe has had years to develop this team. And, well, this is the product he's made. And not a bad one at that. Definitely not. Especially considering last year the disappointing end to a promising season. That's the kind of stuff that doesn't really change much. I thought they moved early on that. And there's the pass out to, that was number 12, Jet Tanner. Escapes to about the 28-yard line.
Pass for number 12, Jet Tanner. In on tackle, number 24, Chandler Henson.
That was number 24, Chandler Henson on the tackle. They'll put the ball at the 27-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 3 for Columbus. So, see, that's what we need to do, establish these short passes. And, you know, that was kind of a burst or a spurt of offense. You know, that was a sporadic movement. It wasn't really, and I don't think that was the game plan. We get it out to Schuberger once again. Tripped up over his own teammate for a loss on the play.
Number 35, Skylar Schuberger.
I'll bring up a third down.
In on the tackle with several others, Jamarcus Washington. Lost about 4 on the play.
We'll bring up about a third down and 6, 7. No, 6. They'll move it back 4. So see, when you have a good positive yardage like that and then your offense just falters. I mean, I understand the point of establishing a run game. I really do. You want it for next year. You really do. If you can, that's the whole point. Got a timeout. Coach Burns will call that one. We will take it with him. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Titan Football on Columbus Sports Live.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the 4-state's choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
And we are back here to Marvell Park, Parsons, Kansas. 3rd and 6 for Columbus after a loss. Columbus's offense, it's just not held any rhythm all night. And, you know, it's still early. It's the second quarter. Like I said, I'm bad at changing the quarter. Probably should use a camera for that.
Hey, those Viking cheerleaders making some noise down there. Let them know you appreciate it, guys.
Nobody clapped on that. We'll split. 1 to the left, 3 to the right. There's the screen out to the left. They're looking for Jace Midget and way incomplete. Yeah, that was one of the worst passes I've seen all year. And bring up a 4th down. Columbus probably gonna punt. I mean, what do you have to lose if you go for it, except for the fact that, you know, if you get stopped. If we don't punt, I mean, that's just another easy touchdown for Parsons. You've got to give them some room. Cy Schuberger on the kick. It's high, and it's short, taken at the 47-yard line, and brought down for a real nice gain about the 25, 26-yard line. That's where Parsons will have it 1st and 10.
J.J. Kendricks on the return. Setting up the Vikings with a 1st down and 10 to go.
I'll put it at the 26. Yeah, much different game from last year. Up 3 scores, still 8 minutes left to go. Got the ball, great field position. I'd be shocked if Columbus is able to hold them off. Wouldn't be mad. There's got a flag on the play.
Stopping play. Illegal procedure against the Vikings.
Illegal procedure
1st and 15.
against the Vikings, and that will back them up. It'll be 1st and 15. So a 5-yard penalty. Put the ball at the 31. So maybe the penalty bug will eat Parsons up here in the second quarter. Coming up here in a little bit, we'll update you on some matchups going on around the area tonight. Galena and Frontenac take on each other, and Girard and I think Burlington playing each other tonight in Week 8. There's some good games. And I'm not sure who that was on the carry. They'll be met about the 25.
Chandler Henson, your ball carrier. Several Titans in on the tackle.
Should make it about 2nd and 9.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10 to go.
Well, give more a yard than I thought. I think the scoreboard is cheating me on a yard. Every time it seems like I'm 1 yard short tonight. Maybe it's because Buddy Durfeld is not here to grace me with his magic of some kind. I don't know. The ball on the 26, 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to fake the handoff. That's Trey Mack looking to pass it in the end zone. It's caught.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Oh, touchdown, Parsons. Had a guy in his face and everything. He was covered. I think Columbus probably needs to start doing some of that. 26-0. Jace Quern back deep to kick the PAT for the Vikings. Kick is up and good. 27-0. Columbus really got to start finding an offensive rhythm if they're going to try to crawl back in this thing down big. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Titan football.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
And we are back. This game really is going to determine who we play. As of right now, we will be traveling in the first round of the playoffs. And touchback. Oh, nope, flag. I was wondering why we blew the whistle early before it landed. All right, give it to us at the 40. Come on. Be the best field position we've had all night. I think they're going to re-kick it. So Jace Quern will go back deep to give it another try. Oh, that's a way better kick. And Cy Schuberger looked for it, but it'll be a touchback. Columbus will get it at the 20. That's where Titans will have it 1st and 10. 7:41 left to go here in the first half. And Columbus has got to score on this drive, I think, to even show motivation going in the second half. The problem is you've got 7:41. Parsons could still score 3 more times before the half. And that's the problem. If they score on every possession, Columbus has got to be able to, stop some of that run game that Parsons has been able to establish tonight. Columbus will split it, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Rodriguez in motion. Fakes the handoff, throws it out to Jace Midget. We like to see some of that, and just absolutely demolished. Call it dead. I mean, that should have been dead. And, uh-oh. Please don't tell me that's unsportsmanlike conduct. That flag was thrown after the play. On the Vikings. So it was unsportsmanlike conduct, but on the Vikings, so that will back them up. I didn't expect that. I expected after Jace got kind of slammed down there, he might have shown some aggression, but Jace is not really the type to do that. He's the type to walk off, forget about it and say something on the bus ride home. Or in the locker room, not in a game. So unsportsmanlike conduct on the Vikings. They should have got some of that last week against Frontenac, a play late in the game where somebody was shoved Cal Turlett practically into the ground. No call. They called holding on Frontenac, by the way, on that call, but whatever. The game's happened. There's Valela looking to pass, and that was one of the worst passes Valela's thrown all year. Intended for, I believe, Jet Tanner, but just completely overthrown and bring up a 2nd down and 10. But you know what? I think Columbus has got to pass. I don't think the strategy here is wrong. I think that pass was just way off from what Jack typically is. And, as a junior quarterback, you have that time to develop a good arm and develop. But, he has. Like we said in the pregame, he's on Keisha's top 20 for passing yards and Jace's top 20 for receiving. We're not on the rushing list, though. There's the bubble screen out to Jaden Rodriguez, and it's overthrown. That's 2 overthrown passes on 2 plays, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. I'm not sure if Jack's uncomfortable. And that one might not necessarily have been his fault. I think if Jet could have, or I'm not sure if that was intended for Jet or not now. I think it was Jaden Rodriguez. If he could have kept going, he might have caught that one. But you know what? It's tough against this team because you're going to be covered. But Jack hasn't had the sack bug get to him yet tonight. So that's a good sign. 7:26 left to go here in the second quarter. And after the play is started, timeout called by Coach Burns. 7:26 left to go here in the first half. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Titan football.
Sally Davis and the staff at Davis Real Estate are lifelong residents of rural Columbus and hometown proud. This gives them the knowledge of the surrounding area and makes Davis Real Estate the best to represent you. Sally is experienced in farmland, commercial, residential, and investment properties. Plus, all listings are posted on multiple sites for maximum exposure. Davis Real Estate, excellent customer service with the least possible amount of stress, expense, and time. Find the property of your dreams with Davis Real Estate.
Okay, welcome back here. Give you some score updates at halftime. Some surprising scores. I bumped the camera, by the way. That was completely me. Buddy Durfelt's not up here to take credit for it regardless, so. We'll get that recropped in a minute. Of course, I bumped it as I'm moving over and didn't have time to fix it when we were in the timeout. 3rd down and 10. At a 7:26 left to go. My camera wouldn't have moved if I would have bumped it. Rodriguez in motion. Schuberger behind Valela. Valela got to pass it. Got to get rid of it. Overthrown again.
Pass ball is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
That's the 3rd overthrown pass in 3 plays from Valela. I don't think he's done that all year. Bring up a 4th down and 10. And, some of these aren't Jack's fault, and you got to give him credit. He's improved a lot on his arm from week 1 to now. But, you got to understand, everybody's covered. He's probably trying to find an open spot. High short kick from Schuberger, and it will take a roll. I think they picked it up probably at about the 38? 39.
Bring a 1st down to the Vikings.
That's where Parsons will take over as we get the scoreboard recropped for you here. Apologize. I didn't mean to bump it. It just happens sometimes. I thing about broadcasting and camera work is that you're going to eventually bump it. First time's an accident, second time's not. There we go. There's the handoff to Jamarian Washington. He escapes through the left side, and I think we're going to get a push there off Jaden Rodriguez for a big gain. And the run game has just worked for Parsons all year long. Columbus hasn't been able to find it. Did he say Titan first down? I think he said Titan first down. That's what I heard. I wish. But Parsons will have it 1st and 10 at the 30. Try to get the clock recropped for you. If I have time in the play. That's Trey Mack. He'll take it himself, get to about the 25 for a gain of about 5 yards. Uh-oh. Got to break the play up as we've got an injured Titan. And I don't know who that is. And looks it might be Carter Henry. I'm not sure. What? We'll pause for an injury timeout. We're back after this.
At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
That was Maddox Oshner. See him walking off there with some support from Coach Burns, and it looks to be definitely a leg problem. Maddox is a good friend of mine, so hope he's okay. And not good for Titan defense, but you always hate to see somebody injured, especially with the way he's hobbling off. It's not on his own power. So it'll be 2nd and 5, Parsons. And they will hand it off to number 40. That is Tate Phillips on the carry. Escapes at about the 11-yard line. Goes out of bounds. I'm going to put it at the 12. 1st and 10, Parsons. And that is the handoff to number 10, Nasir Hagood. Probably butchered that one.
Nasir Hagood, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 12, Jet Tanner.
And I think they might have lost a yard. And they got it at the 13, so should bring up a 3rd down. And 11. Yep. Just making sure my math was correct. I didn't want to say incorrect information or anything like that. Uh-oh. Hand off to number 2. That's Jamarcus Washington. Gains pretty much all those yards back.
several Titans, including number 5, Braun Stone, in on the tackle.
Got to bring up a 3rd and 5 at the 7. And you definitely know Maddox is hurt. He's not even on the bench. They've got him on the ground. There's the handoff to Jamarian Washington. They give it to the big guy. Stopped right before the touchdown. So it will be 1st and goal. And we've got another, that's Jace Midget. He's, well, thought he was up. He's beating the ground. We've got another hurt Titan. Oh my gosh. Now he's moving, but I mean, you could tell he was in a lot of pain. And knowing Jace, he'll probably try to get up too early. We'll pause for another injury timeout. We're back after this.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Team Threads is here for your school-themed gear. Titan fans through and through, but we can customize your team for you. Screen-printed vinyl and sublimation, embroidery, and rhinestone application. Call to order or just stop in. The store may already have a win. In the heart of Columbus, on the square, Team Threads is the place for your school flair.
Team Threads, 119 West Maple in Columbus. Call 620-429-4402.
And we are back. Jace Midget walking off under his own power, so you do like to see that, but that's 2 times we've had to take a timeout for injury in about 1 minute of game time. Maybe not even that. More like 30 seconds. And, that's frustrating because Maddox, of course we'll get a status update on him, try to get it before the night's over, but, Jace is up walking, which is good to see. Maddox, if they let him loose, he would drop. And that was the pass to number 40,
Touchdown,
Tate Phillips.
Vikings.
That's a touchdown for Parsons.
Number 40, Tate Phillips. Hold on, though. We do have a flag on the play, holding Vikings.
Holding on the Vikings, so negate that touchdown. Going to back him up, make it 2nd and 11. That's Jamarian Washington on the play, and he's met. That will bring up a loss on the play. It will bring up 2nd down. He was brought down maybe 20 or 21.
By number 50, Carter Henry.
That might be like a 10-yard loss. Oh, nope. Why? Spotting it at the 19, but he's way past the 20. Sorry. I was focused on, I said 19 earlier, and then, yeah. And there's the pass inside. He's trying to dive forward. He got it. That was number 11, Landon Wheat, on the touchdown. And that one's good. Just when your defense is a big stop like that, and then that happens, you know. Jace Quern back deep to kick the extra point. That's good. 34-0. Here with 3:54 left to go. Titans hoping to get on the board and make this one look a little better. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Titan football.
When it comes to protecting your family and belongings from the elements, East Avenue Structures has you covered. Second to none quality wood and metal frame buildings, cabins, carports, storm shelters, garages, and even storage containers. Choose from multiple, completely customizable styles. Plus, they're the only builder to determine size using the inside of the building, giving you every inch of space you pay for. With rent to own and finance options, check with them first before you overpay. East Avenue Structures, we have you covered.
And we are back here set for the kickoff. Titans got to find something on offense. Another nice kick. Touchback. Columbus will take it at the 20-yard line. That's where they will start 1st and 10, and that was Quern on the kick. And I mean, he has just looked nice all night. Got a great leg on him. Coming up here tonight, on the post-game show, we will preview the winter schedule. Talk about that a little bit as it is rapidly approaching. A little too fast. There's the fake pass. That one swallowed up on the play, probably for a loss.
Leave this 35, Skyler Schuberger on the carry, brought down by several Viking defenders.
Oh, no. What? Okay, I guess they called it dead, and then he was pushed back, so. Well, they've got it at the 18, so it was a loss of 2. I thought it was more than that. This time they go around the left side, and this time he's pushed back. That was Jet Tanner on the carry. Brings up a 3rd down.
Number 34, Trey Tolis on the tackle.
Bring up a 3rd and 14. So Columbus losing 2 yards here on every play. Oh. Had the fake handoff, but Valela was met. Or was that? No, that was Valela. That will bring up a 4th down, and we're just continuing to dig ourselves in a hole. That's a 4-yard loss. That'll put it at the 10, make it a 4th and 20. And, I mean, I hate to see it, but I don't see much life in our offense. I mean, it just, after the 2 injuries, it looks a little dead. I mean, I don't know if you call Jace really an injury. I think they are working him on the sidelines. Titans will punt it. Be taken by number 10. And he'll be met just shy of the 25-yard line. That was number 10, Nasir Hagood on the return. So Vikings will have it 1st and 10 at the 24. And I mean, it's just been like almost a motivation killer since the injuries. I mean, you hate to see it. You're down 34-0 before the half. Oh, you did not just bump that camera. That's on you. That is not on me. And that is number 24. Well, I thought I had his name. Chandler Henson on the carry. Yeah, I just fixed it. Now I got to fix it again because you bumped it.
Gain of 7, we'll bring up second 3.
Really? You're just going to try to adjust it? Please don't look at the scoreboard for about the next 10 seconds. Oh, you didn't even try. I'll just have to redo it. We'll get it during the halftime. I don't have time for these shenanigans. Two receivers to the left. Fakes the handoff. That is number 40 on the carry. That is Tate Phillips. That'll be first and goal, Vikings. And big poles in my way. I put it on the 3-yard line. I should have just looked at the feed there. It's all right. That was Chandler Henson in motion. Trey Mack on the pass, and that is for Tate Phillips in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Vikings! Touchdown, Tate Phillips!
Well, Columbus is either going to have to make the biggest second half comeback in history of high school football, or they will be on the road for the first round of the playoffs, and that's a perfect PAT by Jace Quern. That makes it 41-0. Vikings here with 39 seconds left to go in the first half of play. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Titan football.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Here we go. Titan ball. 41-0 though. Kind of puts a damper on things. Like I said, we had two injuries pretty much back-to-back. Jace Midget and touchback. Columbus will have it at the 20. That's where they will take over first and 10. I mean, we're pretty much watching the exact same repeated offensive possession Columbus has had all night. Besides the run on the one off kick from Jace Quern tonight, that got us to about the 33 where we took over on downs. Nothing's changed. It's been touchback, touchback, touchback. We've taken it at the 20. We've tried to run it up, and we just can't. I mean, it's just kind of disappointing, and I'm not sure if we'll get any gain or maybe a gain of 1 on that one. That was Schuberger on the carry. So no gain. Second and 10 with 20 seconds left to go until the half. It is 41-0. And I mean, just, you know, obviously we knew this team was going to be extremely tough. Parsons has got a really good roster this year, but Columbus has not played to their ability tonight. I don't think they've even played close. And that will do it for the first half. Columbus down 41-0 here in Parsons. Oh no, was that a flag? Okay, I thought they just blew it because I saw 0 on the clock. They'll put 2 seconds on the clock. There was a flag thrown at the 21 and a legal procedure on Columbus. So that will back them up. Three in the back, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. That play swallowed up, and that is the story of the first half of play. Columbus down 41-0. And we'll see if Columbus can come out of the locker room and make this one look a little better than what it did on paper. Columbus most likely going to be away for the playoffs first round, but we will take a quick break. Come back as, oh, people are already leaving. We'll take a quick break and come back and get you some scores tonight from around the area. We'll also hear a little snippet on what Coach Scheibe's thoughts are on the Titans this year. Of course, this was supposed to be aired pregame, but we'll air it anyway because Coach Scheibe's, in my opinion, one of the more respectable coaches around the area that we have to play. We will be back in 2 minutes on the Crossing Construction Halftime Show.
At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
When it comes to protecting your family and belongings from the elements, East Avenue Structures has you covered. Second to none quality wood and metal frame buildings, cabins, carports, storm shelters, garages, and even storage containers. Choose from multiple, completely customizable styles. Plus, they're the only builder to determine size using the inside of the building, giving you every inch of space you pay for. With rent to own and finance options, check with them first before you overpay. East Avenue Structures, we have you covered.
Let me ask you this. How many of you think you are paying too much for insurance? Have you checked with a different agent in a while? I'm Corey Tedlock with Tedlock Insurance. I've become an independent agent to give my customer options. Here at Tedlock Insurance, we have multiple companies to help with all your insurance needs. Send me a message on Facebook or call or text at 620-674-1286 for a quick quote and see if you can start saving money today.
Sorry about that. We're back here on the Crossing Construction Halftime Show here on Columbus Sports Live. Your career awaits with Crossing Construction. Start with Crossing right out of high school. With their internship and apprenticeship programs, you can learn more at crossing.com/careers. Well, we'll update you on some scores from around the area. It's 41-0 Parsons here tonight in the first half, and it's just been a sloppy game all around. Columbus is going to really have to step up their game before the playoffs because tonight was just not a night in which you wanted to really, I mean, I don't want to say tonight was not a night to look back upon, because obviously you want to look at your mistakes and, things like that. But tonight is a night where film is going to be pretty important because, what are you doing? Just messing with my computer. Tonight is just a night of, there's going to be a lot to learn from it. And you know what, honestly, I mean, there's a couple of things in which that I'm just not happy with. I mean, Columbus has had just a lot of trouble running the ball all season long, but tonight especially, they haven't been able to get anything going offensively. And Parsons' defense has really taken control of the game. And when you have an established run game, you control the clock. I mean, you really control how the game goes. And I don't know how many passes Parsons has thrown on us tonight because I'm not taking stats. Not by myself. But you know what? We are trying to just understand exactly, what's really gone on in terms of just, the intensity of Parsons' defense. 2 injuries in 30 seconds of game time. I wouldn't call Jace Mitchell's an injury, walked off on his own power. But Maddox Oshner still on the sideline with his stepdad, Matt. And like I said, Maddox is a good friend of mine. And, it's definitely different when you really know him personally rather than just, another player. Obviously, we don't want to see any injuries whatsoever. That's not what I'm saying. It just, it scares you a little more because, for a minute Maddox wasn't moving and, I wasn't thinking the worst, but I was thinking he was definitely seriously injured and it wasn't a leg thing. It was like a, hard hit, and sometimes when you get hard, saw it in the NFL last year. So, it's very, very tough. And so injuries tonight have kind of prolonged the damage. But I cannot say the same for teams like Frontenac, who is up 29-8 over Galena in Galena. So they will be the district champions. They claimed that last week because nobody thought they were going to lose to a lot of crowd noise there. Nobody thought they were going to lose to Galena. But you know what? Galena scored on them already. It is 35-14 Burlington over Girard. So Girard may take last place in their district. We are guaranteed the second spot as Baxter is taking on Wichita Trinity Academy. And that game is 13-28 Wichita in the second quarter. And, that's just about the story of this one. Lewisburg is at Spring Hill. It is 21-0 Wildcats. Paola is at Eudora tonight. It is 14-7 Paola. And Baldwin is at Wellsville. Try to find the score of that game for you before we take another break. 35-0 Wellsville in the first half. And Tonganoxie is taking on Ottawa. 24-3 Chieftains. Those are your local matchups tonight. We will take another quick break as we continue the Crossing Construction halftime show. We'll talk about some sub-state volleyball action we'll have for you here on Varsity Sports Live going on next week. We're back in 3 minutes. This is Titan Football.
Sally Davis and the staff at Davis Real Estate are lifelong residents of rural Columbus and hometown proud. This gives them the knowledge of the surrounding area and makes Davis Real Estate the best to represent you. Sally is experienced in farmland, commercial, residential, and investment properties. Plus, all listings are posted on multiple sites for maximum exposure. Davis Real Estate, excellent customer service with the least possible amount of stress, expense, and time. Find the property of your dreams with Davis Real Estate.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Team Threads is here for your school-themed gear. Titan fans through and through, but we can customize your team for you. Screen-printed vinyl and sublimation, embroidery, and rhinestone application. Call to order or just stop in. The store may already have a win. In the heart of Columbus, on the square, Team Threads is the place for your school flair.
Team Threads, 119 West Maple in Columbus. Call 620-429-4402. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Crocan has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Crocan employees, for making us the best.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Crossing Construction Halftime Show. Just recropped the camera, moved my headset. It's now out of place again. Literally, most of the time I complain about people bumping it. This has all been my fault, except for the one time our cameraman bumped it. We'll introduce him later. I got to find my, but, every week we talk to the coaches of, or the pregame coaches at least, try to get their thoughts on the games and things like that. And we talked to Coach Scheibe. Obviously, you heard the full interview earlier, but we cut out a couple of things, obviously, to reduce it down for time to where it'd be perfect. But we always like to cut out some things that I think are respectable about the coaches. And when talking about Columbus, earlier on this week when we were on the phone with him, he had some very nice things to say. This is Coach Scheibe on the phone talking about what he thinks of the Columbus and their program. And so how do you feel about Columbus tonight, and as you guys take them on in Week 8, what are a few things you can tell us about them?
Well, first off, I see some young kids that are really, really improving as the year goes by. But, one thing I do want to say is how much respect I have for Coach Burns, Coach Crane, the rest of the coaching staff at Columbus, and then just the Columbus football program in general is really something that I've looked at and I've admired over the past 6 or 7 years. I think they do an incredible job. You can tell that the kids are very well coached, and I look at this team this year, struggled a little bit earlier on, but if you look at their roster, you look at the kids on the team, they're extremely young. Jack Valle, I think is a really good quarterback and can really spin the ball. And then, Jace Midget is a playmaker. Jaden Rodriguez is a playmaker. Jet Tanner. And then I think Carter Henry on the line, both lines, is a really, really solid player. So we're going to have to come ready to play. I know Columbus is going to be just as fired up as we are to get that number 2 seed and get the first round home playoff game. So I think it's going to be a fun matchup. We're facing a good Columbus team that has gotten better throughout the year. I thought they played an outstanding game against Baxter Springs. So, we're going to have to bring our hard hat and be ready to play.
I hit the commercial instead. I've done that so many times. 13 seconds left to go here in the half, and both teams coming out of the locker room, so that's our sign to take another quick break. We'll be back with the second half action, and hopefully, just to save us a little bit of time, we'll get a running clock in there, and we'll talk to you about the winter schedule and districts and stuff, or playoffs and stuff like that also. We're back in 3 minutes. This is Titan Football.
When it comes to protecting your family and belongings from the elements, East Avenue Structures has you covered. Second to none quality wood and metal frame buildings, cabins, carports, storm shelters, garages, and even storage containers. Choose from multiple, completely customizable styles. Plus, they're the only builder to determine size using the inside of the building, giving you every inch of space you pay for. With rent to own and finance options, check with them first before you overpay. East Avenue Structures, we have you covered.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
Let me ask you this. How many of you think you are paying too much for insurance? Have you checked with a different agent in a while? I'm Corey Tedlock with Tedlock Insurance. I've become an independent agent to give my customer options. Here at Tedlock Insurance, we have multiple companies to help with all your insurance needs. Send me a message on Facebook or call or text at 620-674-1286 for a quick quote and see if you can start saving money today.
And we are back here, 14 seconds till we get the second half started. It will be a running clock for the entire second half. So, I mean, if Columbus can come back, score, we can go like 45-0 run, we'll host a playoff game. If not, we'll just see probably in like Burlington or Prairie View or not in Cecil Klein Field.
Back deep for the Vikings, number 6, Jaden Rodriguez, and number 35.
But you know what? We didn't host a playoff game last year, so. But it would have been nice to host this year, especially with this young of a team. There's the kickoff from Jace Quern. They're going to call that. It rolled. Touchback, yep. So Columbus will have it at the 20 for probably the 15th time tonight. And, is that Jace on crutches? So, yeah, that's 2. Maddox couldn't even go in the locker room. He's on the bench. All bandaged up on that knee. At least Jace is able to walk off on crutches, but I mean, that's two big guys out in this game. There's Valela looking to pass, overthrown and intercepted. That is number 7, Makai Ball.
Pass intercepted. Touchdown, Vikings.
And for the touchdown.
Makai Ball.
Okay. Well, well, there you go. It's probably smart to run that clock. Just being honest. 47-0. Not as bad as the Colgan game. Well, no, it actually is because we haven't scored anything yet. And with Jace out, Maddox out on defense, it's going to be tough. Extra point attempt by Jace Quern, up and good. 48-0 Parsons. A blowout here tonight. Columbus now, okay, 50-point comeback. 11. Got 12 minutes. We got about 23 minutes left. We can do it. I got faith. We'll take a quick break. We're back in, well, no, we don't have time. They're running the clock. They're hurrying up on the, they're not even going to huddle. I don't even know if our booth coaches are up there tonight in the second half. They might have just packed up and said, let's go. I don't see him out there on the sideline, so. You know, first pass we throw in the second half, intercepted for a touchdown. That's been the story of tonight's game. Columbus going to really have to step things up before the playoffs as we start next week, and we'll try to figure out who we're going to play based on the districts. Girard trying to fight for the third spot, which we will play them. If not, we'll most likely take on Burlington or Prairie View. I think Iola's got a 1 seed secured. There's a touchback, and Columbus will have it at the 20, and that's where Titans will have it 1st and 10 for the 16th time tonight. Not really, but, I mean, it feels like it. Every time Corn kicks it, it's been a touchback except for once when we took it at the 33, and that's where Columbus's best field position has come from. We did have it at the 40 at a point, but it was called back, and then he re-kicked it, touchback, and we got to get on the board. I mean, honestly, you got to make this thing look a little better than 48-0 in their final game before the playoffs. That's not good motivation. It's obviously going to be very tough to win tonight, but we need to put something. There's the handoff. Ball's forward for a few. Short gain. I believe that was Cy Schuberger on the carry. If I bring this cord around, if I actually get to sit. I don't know. I feel like if I bring this cord around, I'm going to bump the camera, knock the table over, and, well, there goes tonight's broadcast. As you know, it's not good when we've got people leaving with yeah, you know, the stadium's not good when it looks like that. When your shirt gets ripped just standing against a wall. Valela looking to pass, will get it out for Cy Schuberger, and tackled hard immediately for a loss of about 2. Bring about a 3rd and 9.
Brought down the play by number 53, Trevor Summers.
They've got it at 3rd and 12. I mean, that's not even close. Not to where he was brought down. But whatever. There's no point in arguing it, because what good is it going to do if he still lost yardage on the play? He just lost maybe 2 more than what I thought he did. Timeout?
Timeout, Titans.
Timeout, Columbus. Blake Burns wants to talk things over. We'll take a quick break so I can sit down. We're back in 1 minute. This is Titan football.
Crocan has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Crocan employees, for making us the best.
Or you can't do that. You bump this table, things are going to go flying that way. The camera's going to get knocked over. You didn't bump the scoreboard, but if you do, no. I'm not welcomed for that. Yeah, there you go. Well, looking to pass it once again, and we'll intercept. Nope, incomplete. Bring up a 4th down and 12.
Pass broken up by number 12, Khalid Abdul-Rati.
And Schuberger going to punt it away. That's probably the best punt he's had all night. And they'll take it at the 50. Dropped. And they still got good field position, but Columbus does manage to drop him immediately. They'll have it at about the 48-yard line. That's where Vikings will take over on downs, 1st and 10. So 48 yards for Columbus would have been great field position, and that's like the worst field position that Parsons has had all night. I mean, what do you say? Other than just, what are we doing? Oh, got to get the other football out there. Shouldn't stop the clock for that, by the way. I know the official negated it, but he should run it. Now that the ball's been on the field and they've set it. There he goes. Fakes the handoff. Run around the left side, brought down just short of the 45-yard line. That was number 1, Trey Logan, on the carry.
Number 6, Jaden Rodriguez.
Jaden Rodriguez on the stop. So, I mean, honestly, the youth of this team is really showing tonight. It hasn't shown in many games. It showed against Frontenac, Colgan. You know, teams, like I said, Frontenac's a contender for the 3A state title. Colgan's a contender for the 1A state title. This team probably will also go deep in the playoffs. But, you know, I mean, Columbus's youth, I think, has shown the most tonight than it has all season long. As they're going to go ahead and, I think that's Maddox being loaded into the car on the sidelines. 2nd down for Parsons. I'm not sure who that was. Caden Forbes. Bringing up 2nd and 20. So now Columbus is, or 2nd and 18. They gained a couple. Columbus's defense kind of starting to show up here a little bit, but too little, too late. 48-0. If your defense is going to start the rally, probably should have done it about 7 scores ago. I don't know. And that was number 8 on the carry, Caden Forbes. Once again, the freshman falls forward to about the 43-yard line, 44. Now put it at the 44. Bring up a 3rd down for Parsons. 3rd and 14 at the 44. And there's the handoff to number 10, Nasir Hagood, around the right side, just short of the 45-yard line. Cy Schuberger on the stop. He has called him Skyler all night. Do you think a parent would have corrected him by now? But I guess Columbus is remaining neutral tonight. Put it at the 46. 4th down and 4. Columbus has the opportunity to get their first stop all night long right now. Please, for me. And they will will not get it. That's number 1, Trey Logan with the carry. Bring up a first down for the line, or Vikings. I said checked myself that time. And they are backing up the car, and Maddox is headed off the field. I mean, no point in him being here. He's not going to be able to walk himself off, and it's just a very unfortunate situation as he's really big on defense for us. If Jace is out next week, that is really going to hurt Titans, especially in that first round of the playoffs. There's the handoff to number 8, Caden Forbes. Picks up a short gain.
Caden Forbes, your ball carrier, brought down by number 12, Logan Roberts. Excuse me, Jeff Tanner.
Logan Roberts is not a person, and maybe he said Owen, but it sounded like to me he said Logan Roberts. Jet Tanner on the stop. So, I mean, pretty much every name we've called tonight has been an underclassman. Not every name we've called tonight has been an underclassman. I think we had said James Sexton once. So, the youth of this team has shown tonight, but you know what? I mean, that's what this season has been all about, growth and knowing we had youth. Flag on the play.
Illegal procedure will back the Vikings up 5.
Illegal procedure on the Vikings, and that will back them up, I think, 5 yards. Put it at the 39-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 13. And there's the pass. Cy Schuberger, nice tackle there. That was a pass from Trey Logan. I don't know who he connected with.
Logan's pass complete to number 2, Jamarcus.
No, to Jamarcus Washington, the junior. Washington brothers had a lot of success in multiple sports. There's a carry around the left side. That's number 2, Jamarcus Washington. Once again on the carry, and that's just a big gain, especially when you get these 4-down territories. And Parsons complete. First down at the 18. With 17 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Parsons trying to punch it in another time before they wrap up this one. I'm not even sure who had the carry on that one. Picks up a short gain and maybe one. And that will do it for the third quarter. Columbus down by 48. We'll see if they can make the biggest comeback in high school history in the fourth quarter with a running clock. We're back in 1 minute. This is Titan Football.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
And we are back here to Marvel Park. What? Okay. 48-0 Parsons here in this one, and it's all over but the crying. We'll cry in the postgame show, of course. We won't cry during game time. Parsons has it 2nd and 7 at the 15, and well, See if Columbus can get their first stop on defense tonight. We'll try to bring you some updated scores here around the area to see what's going on. But it's still 8-29. Frontenac over Galena in the third quarter. It is 21-35, a decently close one in Burlington. Burlington over Girard. And Baxter is taking on the Trinity Academy Knights, 35-13. Trinity Academy.
Trey Logan keeps the ball.
It's Trey Logan on the carry. Picks up about 4 yards. Makes it 3rd down and 3. We'll put it at the 10. All right. Columbus, see if we can get a stop here. Maybe. We'll find out. Never hurts to dream. There's the handoff, and falls forward into at the 4-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal. Baxter Parsons. It's going to be week 9, and I'm still going to be saying Parsons or Baxter. The time I wanted to say Baxter, I said Parsons. Can you believe it? I think it's the aroma tonight here at Marvel Park. I don't know. I think it's starting to get to my brain a little bit. Been like a yard off every night or every time tonight on the where they're going to spot the ball, and broadcasters have rough nights too. We almost didn't make it on the air thanks to some guys in the booth for hooking us up with some Wi-Fi after Ethernet didn't work, and I believe that was intercepted in the end zone.
Pass is intercepted.
So, well, Columbus not going to have the best field position as they take over on downs, but it'll be 1st and 10 Titans.
Bring it back out to the 20-yard line.
And so I guess that's a touchback because it's in the end zone, so they'll put it at the 20, and that's where Columbus will have it. 1st and 10. All right, now you got to get something on the board. You do. I mean, honestly, if you look at this game, 48-7 looks better than a shutout. You know what I mean? It's all about just positive yardage at this point and seeing if we can get anything on the board. 9:30 left to go here in the 4th quarter. We've got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. And we aren't taking our time. Vallejo looking to pass it. He's got time. He'll keep it himself. And sacked.
Zach Diaz sacked on the play by number 53. Freeland Summers.
That was number 3. Not who he said. Caden Berry on the tackle, or on the sack. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. You know, Vallejo had some room to run, and then he kind of hesitated, and then he got sacked. And well, that was the story earlier on this season, but in the first half of games, not in the second half. Pass once again out to Jet Tanner. He escapes a man. He'll get around to the 25-yard line for a 5-yard gain, make it 3rd down and 5. Coming up on the postgame show, we'll talk to you about some sub-state volleyball coming on tomorrow. You'll have 2 games covered for you unless they go further on Columbus Sports Live. First game will be Frontenac and Baxter. Second game will be Columbus and Cherryvale. I'll show you the bracket and all that and more. So both of those games will be on Columbus Sports Live exclusively. Coach Layson in attendance. So if you want to come out and cheer on the Lady Titans virtually through some sub-state volleyball, we'll have those games for you here at Riverton. Pass overthrown, intended for Jet Tanner. It'll bring up a 4th down.
Titans pass falls incomplete.
Go for it. Go for it. I mean, there's no reason not to. I know you're deep in your own territory. Bomb it.
Non-sportsmanlike conduct called on the Titans.
Oh, my gosh. unsportsmanlike conduct on the Titans. I don't know if you go for it now or not. I mean, Jace is not playing. You're going to have to get Jet all the way out to probably about the 40, if not farther, to have him escape. And they're going to put it in the backfield, and so that backs us up to where we're going to punt it at probably, what, the 10? Oh, nope. I mean, that's literally the worst call we could have had in that possible situation. Just punt it. I mean, you're punting it in your end zone. That's not a bad punt considering where we were. And it's going to take a roll. We'll put it about the 48. So considering we were in our end zone, a 48-yard punt is not bad.
Vikings take over 1st and 10.
That's where Parsons will have it 1st and 10. And 6:50 left to go with the running clock. It's been a running clock in the entire second half. And like I said, you know, Columbus, I'm not sure if I told Coach Burns to make his way up here. I'm not sure if he's going to. I'm not sure if he's going to be in the mood because I think he expected we'll just call it a very underwhelming performance from Columbus tonight. You knew you may not win it, but it should not be this far apart. I know Parsons is a very good team, and I'm not taking any credit away from them. I just felt like we have had way too many mistakes tonight, mainly on the offensive end. That was number 8, Caden Forbes, on the carry. James Sexton on the stop. I like to see the senior in there a little bit. Like I said, we got 2 seniors this year, 3 including Luke Gray, who hasn't played a game. And then you've got, 13 or 14 next year. So we'll have a big increase. I don't know if he fell on camera or not. Probably not. Somebody fell and I don't know what's going on. Carrier up the gut. And we'll give him a few. Put it at the 46. We'll give him about a 2-yard gain. Should be about 3rd and 8. I'm just ignoring people. I heard her. I'm not. I don't have time for questions. Hand off to number 1. That's Trey Logan, I think. Couldn't really tell from this angle. Nope, that was number 8, Caden Forbes. For about a 1-yard gain. Columbus might be able to get that stop we were talking about for the first time tonight with a 4th and 7. So, I mean, with 4:30 left to go, if you can score 50 points in 4 minutes, every one of these guys is going to be in the Hall of Fame tomorrow. But, you know, it's just, if you can get a stop, get on the board, go home a little bit happier than you work the half and rework things for next week because you don't want to, for this team to make it to a regional game, that's going to be big motivation for next year. Hand off to Forbes once again. And he's met at the 45, no gain on the play. And Titans will take over on downs with the best field position they have had all night long at the 45. So if you're going to look at the positive of it, Columbus might be able to score with maybe just a tad bit of motivation from that stop. That's the first stop they've had on defense all night long.
Folks, our fans of the week, we have Riley Dudley, Parker Ray, Laney Campbell,
and Coach Burns going to call a timeout and try to work something up on offense to punch it in. We're back in 1 minute. This is Titan Football on Columbus Sports Live.
At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
Welcome back. Columbus here on the offensive end. That's Jet Tanner on the carry. Escapes through a couple of tackles, still on his feet. He'll be brought down. I don't know if they'll call it at the 30 or maybe closer to the 25, but that's the first really good run. Of course, you know, they've got their JV in right now, but we might as well too. Probably not, maybe one or two seniors in there, and that's all we got. So it might as well be a JV team versus a JV team. Jet going to keep it himself. Falls forward for a gain of about 3. Make it about 2nd and 7. Braylon Summers on the stop for the Vikings. This could be it. This could be our score. We'll see on it. Rodriguez in motion. We'll get the handoff to, he's bobbled up, but he did get a nice gain. Brought down about the 18 or 17 yard line. That was Braun Stone, the freshman, on the carry. Is that really a third down? Yeah. Should be a third and about, yeah, I was going to say third and short, but 3rd and 3 at the 19-yard line. Jet looking to pass. He's got to find somebody. He does. I'm not sure who that is on the catch. That's number 15, Cooper Size. So I believe that's another freshman in there getting some play time. He's 6'2", 150 pounds. If Coach Burns and company can work Cooper up, he's going to be a big stud in the next few years of Titan football. So, guy to watch, that's for sure. And with under a minute to play, let's punch this thing in. Let's do it. 1st and 10 at the 10. They'll hand it off. That's Schuberger, and he's in for the touchdown. There we go. We got her in. We got it. Oops. I think they got to let him kick it no matter if the clock runs out or not. So you can say it wasn't a blowout. Are they just going to let it run out? They're not even going to, okay. I thought they had to let him kick it, but we didn't even try. That'll do it. 48-6. Parsons beats Columbus here in Week 8. And we've got a lot to talk about coming up on the postgame show regarding they don't unplug us, which has happened before here at Parsons. But we will take a quick 2-minute break, come back and get you the Optic Communications postgame show here on Columbus Sports Live. We are back after this. This is Titan Football.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Sally Davis and the staff at Davis Real Estate are lifelong residents of rural Columbus and hometown proud. This gives them the knowledge of the surrounding area and makes Davis Real Estate the best to represent you. Sally is experienced in farmland, commercial, residential, and investment properties. Plus, all listings are posted on multiple sites for maximum exposure. Davis Real Estate, excellent customer service with the least possible amount of stress, expense, and time. Find the property of your dreams with Davis Real Estate.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Let me ask you this. How many of you think you are paying too much for insurance? Have you checked with a different agent in a while? I'm Corey Tedlock with Tedlock Insurance. I've become an independent agent to give my customer options. Here at Tedlock Insurance, we have multiple companies to help with all your insurance needs. Send me a message on Facebook or call or text at 620-674-1286 for a quick quote and see if you can start saving money today.
And welcome back, everybody, as we kick off the Optic Communications post-game show here on Columbus Sports Live. Optic's roots run deep, just like their 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. To learn more about everything Optic has to offer, visit opticcommunications.com. So tonight's score does not look the most impressive, 48-6. Parsons wins, and they will host the playoff game. Columbus will have to travel. They will come in as the 3rd seed. But you know what? For a team this young to come in into the playoff, or to enter the playoffs not as the last seed or even be in the playoffs at all, is something I would say that's pretty interesting, because, you know, this team has 2 seniors on it, both that don't have a lot of varsity time. They have people that are just, you know, really inexperienced, and they've been able to produce a halfway decent season. You know, it is 2-6, but you got to think about it. Galena, who has 9 seniors, will go 0-8 most likely, unless they made a comeback in the second half, and we'll talk to you about those scores a little later. But the story of this game, I think, was it was underwhelming. I mean, we just didn't have what we needed all night long. There were some things that I wish would have looked a little better, especially offensively. I wish we would have, looked at the passing game a little earlier than what we did. And then, of course, the injuries. Jace Midget walking off on crutches and coming out of the locker room in the first half, or in the second half. You got, I see Mason down there limping off a little bit. And then, of course, Maddox Oshner, who had to be taken off in a car, could not walk off under his own power. And that's really sad to see, because Maddox, he's a junior, still have another year under his belt, but I don't think he'll be back for the rest of this year. And, he's just a kid that loves football. He's not going to be a kid that's just going to sit there and, complain about his injury. He's going to do everything he can to get back. And, I know Maddox pretty well, and, he's a fighter. He's going to come back and probably want vengeance against whoever tackled him that allowed that injury to happen. I guess his leg, bent backwards. I was going to talk to his stepdad, Matt, after the game, but, like I said, they took him away. No point in him being here. He can't walk. He's off on the sidelines, and, we just wish the best for him continuing on the rest of this season, And, like we said, this team is full of problems and inexperience. But when you've got Jace Midget on crutches, you hope that he might be able to walk this off. Maybe it's really sore right now and he can't move it. You have a prayer in your heart that he will be able to play next Friday night. But the fact he's on crutches doesn't give me a lot of hope. Maddox is definitely not going to be able to play unless a miracle happens and he's somehow healed within the next 24 hours or 48 hours. It's just not going to happen. And, so with Jace out, it's going to be tough to really, pass the ball and connect. Jet is there, and Jet's gotten a lot better as the season went on. So we've got some hope with him. But, like I said, it's going to take a lot for him to, this team's going to have to mature a lot over the next week, and they will over the next year. But, it's just, the experience really bit us tonight. We'll take another quick break, and we'll come back and look at the seating and maybe hear from Coach Burns. I don't know if he's in the best mood, and he's probably going to have a lot of parents saying, what the heck was that? But, and honestly, I'll take that comment back. I don't think they're gonna complain to him, because they know that, in his heart, he's doing what he can to make this program work. And the fact that they are in the playoffs with two seniors, and they're not even the lowest seed, they're the third seed in the playoffs, or in our district, that's not a bad thing for a team this young. So we'll take another quick break. We'll come back and look at some final scores tonight from around the area. We're back in 2 minutes. This is Titan Football here on the Optic Communications postgame show.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh, or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
When it comes to protecting your family and belongings from the elements, East Avenue Structures has you covered. Second to none quality wood and metal frame buildings, cabins, carports, storm shelters, garages, and even storage containers. Choose from multiple, completely customizable styles. Plus, they're the only builder to determine size using the inside of the building, giving you every inch of space you pay for. With rent to own and finance options, check with them first before you overpay. East Avenue Structures, we have you covered.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
Team Threads is here for your school-themed gear. Titan fans through and through, but we can customize your team for you. Screen-printed vinyl and sublimation, embroidery, and rhinestone application. Call to order or just stop in. The store may already have a win. In the heart of Columbus, on the square, Team Threads is the place for your school flair.
Team Threads, 119 West Maple in Columbus. Call 620-429-4402.
We're back here on the Optic Communications post-game show. Coach Burns is going to be bothered by parents for a little bit, so we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and maybe let him off the hook tonight. We'll still have to take one more break before we put a bow on it, but we'll try to update you on a few scores tonight from around the area. In the fourth quarter, it is 14-36 Frontenac over Galena. So Galena, for the first time in I don't know how many years, will have a winless season. I mean, Bo Sarwinski's been on that program for so long, and now Jacoby Martin's had it, but I don't remember a time when Galena didn't get a win in a season. I mean, I don't know if it's ever happened. They will not make the playoffs this year. Baxter, on their bye week, 42-13. Trinity Academy over the Lions, and then this one, we'll refresh it. Girard will probably be the 4th seed. They might just barely make the playoffs. 21-35. Still got 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, so that is a game where you could possibly come back, but they're up 2 scores. It's going to be very tough. So we're going to go ahead and say Burlington probably wins that one. And now we will pop up the bracket for you. That's not it. That's it. So these are, well, this is not the bracket, but these are the Class 3A districts and the standings. So Frontenac will be 4-0 tonight with a win over Galena. Parsons will advance to 3-1. Columbus will drop to 2-2, so we'll be back at 500. And we'll drop to 2-6. And Baxter, even though they'll be 4-4 on the season, they will be 1-3 in district play, and Galena will be 0-4, and they will not make the playoffs. So the seeding will go just like you see it: Frontenac, Parsons, Columbus, and then Baxter. So yeah, we'll get to that. And then if you look at Class 3A District 2, Iola, I don't know if they play tonight. I don't know if they play a district game or not. You know what? Let's find out. Let's click on Iola here. Let's see if we can get them. Nope, they'll play Santa Fe Trail. So they are 3-1 in district play. They will come in as the 1 seed. Prairie View tonight. Let's see who they play. They play Anderson County. So they'll probably be a one-way tie for first place, but I think they based it off a record. So Iola will be the 1 seed. Prairie View will be the 2 seed. Burlington will be the 3 seed. And Girard will be the 4 seed. And if we flip over the bracket, see District 1, number 1, will play District 2, number 4. So in order to find where we are, we will play District 2, number 2. So we are most likely going to be going up to Prairie View. Coming up, I hate going to Prairie View. But we went up there 5 years ago or so, and it was cold. It was nasty weather. We were outside. It was literally freezing. And I think we might see something like that similar. Hopefully not to that extent, but we will take on Prairie View coming up next week, most likely. It'll either be Prairie View or Burlington, one of the two. But I'm thinking by the way they're going to seed this, it's going to be Prairie View that Columbus takes on. And then we will take on the winner of Frontenac and probably Girard, which that's most likely going to be Frontenac. So if we make it past week 1, the chances of us making past week 2 are not very strong. But you know what? We'll keep it in our prayers. When we come back, we'll take another quick break, and we'll put a bow on this thing and get out of here from Marvel Park. We'll talk to you about the winter schedule a little bit as it is rapidly approaching and how that will look for us here on Varsity Sports Live. We're back in 2 minutes. This is Titan Football.
At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Sally Davis and the staff at Davis Real Estate are lifelong residents of rural Columbus and hometown proud. This gives them the knowledge of the surrounding area and makes Davis Real Estate the best to represent you. Sally is experienced in farmland, commercial, residential, and investment properties. Plus, all listings are posted on multiple sites for maximum exposure. Davis Real Estate, excellent customer service with the least possible amount of stress, expense, and time. Find the property of your dreams with Davis Real Estate.
Let me ask you this. How many of you think you are paying too much for insurance? Have you checked with a different agent in a while? I'm Corey Tedlock with Tedlock Insurance. I've become an independent agent to give my customer options. Here at Tedlock Insurance, we have multiple companies to help with all your insurance needs. Send me a message on Facebook or call or text at 620-674-1286 for a quick quote and see if you can start saving money today.
One final time tonight here from Marvel Park in Parsons, Kansas. That will do it tonight. Columbus drops this one 48-6, and you got it with the injuries tonight. Playoff chances just got like 40% lower with Jace Midget and Maddox Oshner being hurt. Hoping Jace will be all right next week. Maddox, I don't think he's. I think he's out. When you can't walk on your own, under your own power, and you have to be carted out in a car, just doesn't look good. So keep Maddox in your thoughts, and of course his family. With that being said, we got to look forward. We're going to talk briefly about the winter schedule. It's a little different this year. Of course, basketball. First game will be on December 1st at Colgan. That game will be covered for you here on Columbus Sports Live as usual, and then we will have a tournament. The Liberal tournament, I'm not sure how this one's going to work because the girls play at home at Columbus. The boys will travel to Liberal. We're going to try to get one of each, I guess. I don't know how they're working it. I've never seen like a 2-day tournament before. I guess they're going to play the semifinals and the championship in the same day. That's like a volleyball and baseball thing. That's not really a basketball or, not really a basketball thing. There's a leaf blower. And then, of course, we will probably we'll have Cherryvale and Riverton. And then we'll have some tournament games after Christmas break. And it should be good. Basketball season is always nice. And while the boys lose a lot, new head coach Walter Risa, we'll talk to him in game 1. And then, of course, we return a lot on the girls' side. Everybody that got a lot of varsity experience last year will come back for at least the next 2 seasons. And so this would be a good year to really build that solid offense and really, really start to build your shooting. You know, especially like when you have Ellie Helms, who can shoot it from anywhere. You've got Katie Mooney, who's got a great shot from the outer perimeter. And then you've got people like Ava Harmon and Macy Allison, who may not have the best stats offensively, but they do a lot of work that goes pretty much unnoticed. And that's what you really like to see, some unnoticed, you know, secret people that help make a game successful. So with that being said, we're going to wrap this thing up here from Marvel Park and get out of here as they're starting to blow the leaf blower, and that's our signal to go. We are going to say goodnight. Columbus drops this one 48-6, and we will be back next week with Week 9 playoffs. Join us then. It should be a good one. For everybody, I'm Carson Cobb. Thanks for watching, and good night.
Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. Also by